What's up, everyone? Today I'm going to be going over the most interesting matchups in the UFC, and I'll be going division by division. So for flyweight, I think the most interesting matchup is Pantoja versus Kopp because Kopp, he's on a good win streak right now. I mean, he's really the flyweight that everybody's talking about. He's well rounded. He's got a lot of power. Pantoja is open on the feet, and I think Kopp is a good grappler too. So I think you can hang with him in that aspect. So it'll be interesting to see how these styles clash. See if Kopp can keep it on the feet and beat Pantoja in the striking, even though he got outstruck the first time he fought Pantoja. Um, I think this is a good fight. It's a shame that Manel Kape missed weight earlier this year, so he wasn't able to get the title shot because I would much rather see that than Pantoja versus Steve Erceg, number 10 in the world. But you know, it is what it is. This is a good fight. I hope we see this one day. Um, the more I think about it, the more I think Kopp would probably win. I think he is going to be the flyweight champion one day. Bantamweight, I think the most interesting matchup for bantamweight is Sean O'Malley versus Corey Sandhagen. Now, before the Cheeto fight, I thought Sandhagen would beat O'Malley. Now, I think O'Malley would kind of just beat up Sandhagen. I don't think Sandhagen's taking him down. If he does get him down, his ground control is not good enough to be able to keep O'Malley there. O'Malley has good takedown defense. He's good on the ground. Um, and on the feet, he's more dangerous. He has more power. He's faster. He's better. I think he would just kind of beat up Corey Sandhagen and maybe TKO him in round four, maybe three. Because now we know Sean O'Malley has a good gas tank. Um, I think he would struggle a lot more than the Cheeto fight. I think Corey would, maybe cut him up a little bit with some elbows. Corey would land a couple good shots, but I don't think he has the power to really hurt O'Malley unless he lands a flying knee, and I don't see him landing a flying knee on Sean O'Malley. Um, but this is like a dream fight for UFC fans. I hope we see this one day. I hope Marab doesn't do Marab things to Sean O'Malley, which I don't think he will. I think Sean knocks him out cold, but I really do hope we get to see this fight one day. The striking would be amazing, and I don't think Corey Sandhagen can make it boring like he did against Rob Font. I don't think he can lay on him. Um, I think that he will have a lot of trouble fighting O'Malley. The striking is just going to be amazing. I also think O'Malley would be chewing up Sandhagen's legs. I think the leg kicks are there, but yeah, I hope we see this fight one day. It's going to be a shame if we don't. This is an amazing fight. Don't mind my cat, by the way. Looking at the camera, dude. Come on. Yeah, he's just gonna be here. You guys are gonna have to get over it. Oh no, he left. Okay. All right, featherweight. You guys are gonna call me crazy. I don't know why people don't want to see this fight. This is a fucking crazy fight, once in a lifetime kind of matchup. O'Malley, he's, I wouldn't call you crazy if you said he was the best striker in the UFC right now. I also wouldn't call you crazy if you said Topuria was the best striker in the UFC right now. Um, I think Topuria would fold O'Malley with body shots because when you start pressuring O'Malley and you get in the pocket, he does shell up and he doesn't protect his body. He doesn't really tuck his elbows. He just shells up like this when you put pressure on him. I think the left hook to the body is going to be there for Ilya. Um, I think Ilya would win this, but Sean O'Malley, you can't really count him out in this fight because we know Ilya struggles with rangy, long and tall strikers who can, toss up a quick head kick, and O'Malley can do that. O'Malley can do that. Um, it's a very dangerous fight for both of these guys. If O'Malley loses, he's just gonna have to fight Merab anyway, and if he wins, he's a huge name. Um, I mean, it'd just be insane if O'Malley wins, and if Topuria wins, then feel like most people kind of expect that, but it's still going to be in impressive fashion. And it doesn't matter if you're a featherweight or a bantamweight, it's impressive to dominate O'Malley, which is what I think he will do. Um, like in every O'Malley matchup with a good striker, the striking is going to be amazing to watch. Topuria can take him down too, but even if he does take him down, it's not going to be boring. But I don't think he needs to take him down. This is just an amazing fight. I want to see this fight, just like I want to see this fight. Topuria versus Makachev. This is the most interesting fight in the UFC right now, in my opinion. I just don't think any lightweight is really going to beat Makachev, and Topuria has that featherweight skill. And unlike the Volk fight, he can knock Makachev out cold at any moment in the fight. Volk cannot do that. He doesn't have that kind of power. Ilya hits like a truck. Um, the reason I wouldn't pick him to beat Makachev is because I don't think he has the defensive grappling of Volk. I think Volk, his defensive grappling is better. Um, God damn it. I hope you guys didn't see the rest of the matchups. Whatever. But I also think Makachev is very dangerous for him on the feet. Um, because I think Makachev could be throwing good leg kicks and then he'll go high. He could catch Topuria. Um, this is a very dangerous fight for both of them. And these champ versus champ matchups, like in the lower weight classes, are interesting. And I don't know why people don't want to see them because, like in at featherweight and lightweight, be real. Is there anybody that you really think is going to beat the champions? Be real. If you do, that's okay. You can think whatever you want to think. You're entitled to your opinion. But this fight is just amazing. It needs to happen. Um, I hope Makachev stays around long enough for this fight to happen. Um, yeah, great fight. Amazing fight. Just like this one. Shavkat versus JDM. I think this is the most interesting matchup at welterweight because matchups with Leon, you just know are probably going to be boring. And I think this fight will have the next contender for Leon. I think it will end in a finish. Either Shavkat submits JDM or JDM takes his head off, which the more I think about it, I think JDM would beat him because he has very good takedown defense. He's good on the ground. He's good at getting up. And he's good at surviving in bad positions. Like Gilbert had his back a couple times in their fight. Um, Shavkat, I think he is a little more dangerous on the ground than Gilbert, though, with his ground and pound and just his control, his ability to find submissions. I know a lot of people are going to say, ooh, ADCC champion, Gilbert Burns is the ADCC champion. Um, I know he is. It's different in MMA, though. Some guys are more dangerous than others, even if they don't have the same jiu-jitsu accolades. Shavkat is very dangerous on the ground. He's dangerous on the feet too. I think the kicks could be an issue for JDM, but I think in this fight, JDM, if he doesn't break his arm, will be committing to more power shots. Shavkat doesn't move his head. I think JDM will get in close, and I think he really could chin him because we have seen Shavkat drop before on the regional scene. He did survive, obviously, he won that fight. But I do think JDM has a very good chance of winning this. This is the number one contender fight at welterweight. This is the only fight I care about at welterweight right now. Um, this is a banger fight. They could put this as the co-main event of a pay-per-view in Perth, maybe the main event of a fight night in Perth if they're doing a fight night. Um, this is an amazing fight. Inject it into my veins. I want to see this fight. Um, Middleweight. Dricus versus Izzy. Now, we know how Dricus versus Sean goes 99% of the time. It's going to be a close fight. I favor Dricus in a rematch. So, the reason I don't have Sean on here is because I think it will be a similar fight. And in the Izzy fight, we don't know what'll happen. I mean, he could just go out there and chin Dricus because Dricus, he's a goofy goober. That's what he is. That's what I would describe him as. He's the goofy goober of the middleweight division. Izzy, if he grows a boob, he can chin you. And Dricus rushes in, but I think Dricus would take him down and beat his ass on the ground. If you're letting Marvin Vettori have your back, Dricus will get your back and he will choke you out from that position, or he will stop you with ground and pound. I think Dricus dog walks him in the grappling, but if the fight is standing, it will be dangerous for Dricus. So that's the reason I like this matchup so much, is because I think it's a 50-50. This is an amazing fight. I want to see it in South Africa. I don't want to see it on International Fight Week. It's a disservice to both of these guys to not have it in Africa. Um, if they don't go to Africa now with this fight, when are they going to go to Africa? Usman will probably never be champion again. If this is like Izzy's last chance to become a champion, um, they got to go to Africa with this, man. I don't know what they're doing if they don't. But on to the next fight, Pereira versus Hill. I think this is the most interesting one. The reason I don't have Pereira versus Ankalaev on here is because I kind of expect Ankalaev to just take him down, and if he can't finish him, we know he can control Pereira on the ground. Um, like Pereira's grappling wouldn't even be the issue in that fight. I just think Ankalaev is a really good grappler, and he can lay and pray his way to a win if he really needs to. But this fight, it will stay standing for the most of it. Pereira versus Hill, that is. Very interesting stylistic matchup because Hill is a southpaw, and Pereira's left hook can go right over Hill's jab, but his leg kicks aren't going to be as effective. But Hill's 1-2 won't be as effective either way if he's in southpaw. If Hill goes to orthodox, I think pretty dangerous for him to do that too because of the leg kicks. So this is a very dangerous fight for both guys. It's most likely going to end in a knockout. Um, and if Hill wins this one, which I do think he will, but we'll get to that when the time comes. I don't see anybody really beating him. I think he beats Walker, and not Walker. He beats Ankalaev because of the takedown defense. I think he'd be able to get back up. I don't think Ankalaev can lay and pray Jamal Hill, and he's very dangerous on the feet. Very entertaining to watch. This is a great fight. I cannot wait for this one. This is the most interesting matchup at light heavyweight. But we move on to heavyweight. Everybody knows Aspinall versus Jones. Um, what I want to know in this fight is, can fat old man John Jones take Aspinall down and sub him, or is Aspinall going to be too fast and athletic to get taken down, and is he going to blitz Jones and knock him out cold, which I think he does. I think he would knock John Jones out. I know everybody says, "Oh, this is the guy to beat John Jones. This is the guy to beat John Jones," and then all the Jones fans, they're gay for him. They're like, "Ooh, watch out. If he lays his eyes on you, he's a hunter." Um, John Jones fans are super gay, by the way, super gay. But this is a great fight, amazing fight. Um, Gay is not an insult. If you think it's an insult, you're the bigot. You're the bigot. But yeah, this is a great fight. I want to see if Aspinall is like a fish out of water on his back, or if he can get back up and stuff the takedowns and knock John Jones out on the feet, because there's no way Jones is beating him on the feet. But let me know what you guys think. I'll see y'all later.